everyone, how's it going? I'm DK.
I'm Rizzo.
And I'm Zero, and today in Anime Reaction watch the 11th episode of Sengatsu no Lion.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 11th episode of March Comes In Like a Lion, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga, and don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So, in this episode of Sengatsu no Lion, Rei gets sick.
Rei gets kidnapped.
Rei spends New Year's at the Kawamoto's house. Cutely.
Yep.
That's about it, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much this episode. Yeah, basically Rei gets sick with a cold. He ends up not charging his phone, so nobody can get in contact with him.
The dreaded man flu.
He lounges in bed for days, doesn't even eat. Is in bed so long that he ends up running out of cold medicine.
Yeah. Well, when you're living by yourself and that happens, I can completely understand how difficult taking care of yourself can be.
At first, and do remember, Rei is quite, very, very young and living on his own.
Yeah. And he hasn't been living on his own that long either.
Yeah. So.
But when your body is just like, I don't want to move, you just don't want to move. But you gotta get fed, you gotta get medicine, and you gotta get water. But you really just don't want to move.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Yeah. I can't really, attest to that because I don't think I've ever had like a cold or even the flu that was bad enough where I couldn't get up or anything like that.
Right.
I've never had the dreaded man flu.
I've had it 3 times.
So.
That memorable, huh? I mean, yeah, poor Rei looked like he went 12 rounds of the freight train and lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those times, I actually spent 48 hours in my bedroom, and my parents didn't even realize it. Like I was that dead to the world.
Damn.
Yeah. They actually thought that I was sleeping over at your house.
Oh. Yeah, I've never had it that bad. I always just kind of power through whatever sickness I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually don't get sick terribly often. Maybe twice a year.
But
then usually it's just like a 24-hour thing and then it's gone.
We get a visit from Auntie.
Yes.
From
during
the sister's aunt.
Yeah, during New Year's, there's the New Year's postcard bit, which was funny, and then
so I guess that's from like customers and family and well-wishers.
Yeah.
Instead of just money, instead of money from family, like I mistakenly put in the episode.
Yeah.
So that's a separate deal.
Yeah, and then Hana gets all excited about the postcards and goes, "I'll run over to your house, Rei, and see if you have any." No, you don't really have to.
No, please don't.
Expect any. And then she comes back with 2.
You got 2.
Yeah, she's acting all sad and everything. And he's like, "Holy crap! I really got 2."
I didn't
and then he realizes who they're from. And,
Nikaido. God damn it.
I got 2.
Nikaido and the chairman of the Shogi
Association.
Yeah, the Shogi Association.
Who's on vacation in Malaysia, apparently. Fishing. Goals.
Then we get the visit from their aunt, Misaki.
Yeah, the proprietress of the Hostess Club.
Yeah, and she gives them all their New Year's money.
And we get a little bit with Misaki and Gramps, where Gramps is like, I don't understand why you keep on taking Akari, taking her to such a dangerous place, the bar.
I'll give you 2 big reasons.
Well, Misaki gives a pretty valid reason. Because she basically says, what do you expect her, do you expect to keep her here, raising the children until she's old, and passes the, age to get married, really.
Yeah, let the girl go out, have a good time, live a little.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well,
That was pretty kind of cool.
Yeah, because if she didn't work, she works down there 2 days a week. If she didn't do that, then she would never leave the house other than like shopping or going to pick up Momo from preschool.
Which sucks.
Yeah. I mean that's definitely no way to live if you're in your. I assume that she's in her early 20s.
Yeah, that strikes close to home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go home and rethink my life.
Oh, wait. You're already here.
Fuck.
But anyway, and then during the episode, we get a couple of, I guess, sad bits where there's a part, the first night that he's at the Kawamoto house, he has a dream remembering a moment when his real mother got angry with him and his sister over putting stickers on a dresser. So he has that little sad moment where he remembers his family. And then when they're sitting under the kotatsu and they're watching TV, getting ready to ring in the new year, and everybody's passed out around the table except for Akari and Ray. And Akari's talking about, past New Year's and what she would be doing if Ray wasn't there, because she would be the only person awake, so she would be basically cleaning up after the New Year's festivities and crying because she remembers when she was younger and her mother and her grandmother would be the only ones awake. Yeah. So
Pretty harsh.
Pretty feelsy.
Yep.
But
other than that, it was a pretty, I guess, lighthearted episode for the most part.
Yeah, the argument between Grandpa and Auntie here, oh my God. That was hilarious, especially when Auntie gets a little devil horns when she's describing her aspirations to acquire currency.
Well, yeah, basically she's like, oh, don't worry, I won't let any guy at the bar touch her. In
Rather,
fact,
I'll charge him.
yeah. Well, rather they'll start getting frustrated, and then they'll start spending more and more money.
Grandma,
Grandma,
you raised a demon.
Grandma, your daughter is a demon. You gave birth to a demon.
we also find a little bit more about the house itself.
Well, it's an old house, and it used to not have a bath, which is actually really typical of older houses.
Yeah, because back then everyone would go to a public bathhouse.
Yeah.
And it's most of the stuff that you see on the house are basic add-ons that probably the grandparents built way back when, or helped building while the sisters were living there.
Yeah, and then as far as the bath goes, that was the last addition to be built, which was built when I can't remember if they said it was built when Momo was born or if it was built when Hana was born. But it was built when the family started really filling out because it would be too much of a pain to go to a public bathhouse. And so the addition was built, however, there's not a changing room. So their living room is their changing room.
Awkward when you have a house full of 3 girls.
Now it's
not awkward when you have a house full of 3 girls.
Oh, with a guest.
Awkward when you have a house full of 3 girls when you have a male guest.
Right.
That one actually hits a little close to home because one of my grandparents has a house that is like 50 some odd years old. I don't know if it's that old, but it's really fucking old. And it started off as basically almost a shack, like just a one bedroom thing.
Like it was like built by hand by a previous tenant. Not a whole lot going on there.
Yeah. I mean, it certainly feels like it's just a one room with a bathroom. And then they actually added on a bedroom, and then they added on the living room, and then added on another bedroom.
Huh. That sounds older than just like 50 years. Wow.
I don't know how long it's been in the family, but it's old. But yeah, it's actually, you can feel the difference going from room to room at the material they used, at the, just the slight deviation of on the floor.
Yeah, a lot of my family members have places that have additions, and you can really tell the difference. So
I've lived in apartments most of my life, so I don't know any of this shit. Or at least rented out properties.
But yeah, like I said, I'm not exactly sure how old that house is. It could have been used by my great grandma. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It has some history behind it.
A lot of history.
But yeah. So anyway, nice, relaxing episode for the most part.
Yeah, definitely. Still feelsy, much more lighthearted than the past 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, it was good for decompression, I think, from the previous episodes.
And that's exactly what we needed, I think.
Another detail: Ray called his dad.
Oh yeah.
Also, gotta put out here, Akari's just being totally on point within that whole scene too, with Ray calling his dad. Oh well, I'm by myself.
Well, let me charge your
please.
cell phone.
Just that look she gives, though. She's like,
Well, yeah, it kind of goes back to I think it was the previous conversation with Kyoko, where she asked him if he's going back home, and he was like, no.
Hell no.
But from his point of view, it's like, no, I'm not really wanted, or something like that. But obviously his adopted dad cares for him.
Yeah.
So anyway, let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's gonna do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo. See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga talk.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga and check out our new and improved Patreon page.